James, we're back in the Net News Ledger newsroom. We're here with Harold Wilson. Harold is the Progressive Conservative candidate for Thunder Bay Atikokan. Harold, we're going to talk a little bit about energy in northwestern Ontario. You've been on this file for a long time. Sometimes when we get to some of the public events, it's almost like Bill Morrow and yourself need to get into a boxing ring. How come?
Well, I'm not sure about that. To say it's a difference of opinion, though, it doesn't even really cut it. It's more of a difference of understanding a fact. I really have to say that. One of the reasons why I'm running now, quite frankly, James, and I think we've talked about this before, was when they announced the second time that they were going to cancel the conversion of the generating station. So twice it had been a seat saver. And when they canceled it again on November 1st, 2012, I was at a Women in Mining event and I ran into MPP Morrow. And I went up to him and I said, look, what would you like to talk about? Can we talk about the generating station? And his first response was, oh, he goes, don't, I got no time for this. He says, you're just going to do what you want to do anyway. Which I said, wait a second, this is really important. I was president of the chamber at the time. Like, how can we help? What is it that you need from us? And again, it was dismissive. No, you're just going to do what you want to anyway. And a lot of other people were there and were asking, what's going on here? It really got me thinking about what is a representative of the region. How do you strategically help advance the issues that we have here? We know that the generating station, yes, it's a backup, but it's a critical backup to have when we need that energy. Always like the third week in January, we really need that because we don't have enough energy for the homes. That's some of those critical times it needs to be there. And I think that you need an MPP that gets together with people in the community, gets together with organizations, strategically decides how we're going to move forward. And isn't just dismissive of, oh, well, this isn't going to fly. And then when it was the announcement, as you were there in November, about the conversion, if you will, to some Norwegian pellets that were somehow going to make things better, well, that's just a Band-Aid approach. It would just get us for a couple of years, and it really wouldn't even serve us, I understand from talking to the Northwest Energy Task Force, for that third week in January. So we need to do a lot better than that. Right? This government, unfortunately, has been really good at generating bureaucracy, but not energy. And one of the key ones for me is the Ontario Power Authority. In the Million Jobs Plan, we say some things have to go. Some levels of bureaucracy have to go. One of those is the Ontario Power Authority. I mean, when you go to meetings, you have 30 people assembled that we have to convince that we, A, have an economy, and B, we'd like to grow on. That's not acceptable. And I'm afraid this is one area where MPP has really let us down.
Okay, well, thank you very much. That's the energy policy with Harold Wilson. We're in the Net News Ledger newsroom, and thank you for tuning in.
More hydro.
I'm James.